Hi, good afternoon. Bob Forche again here, Supply Chain Pro to Know, and today with this session we're going to talk about S&OP Maturity Assessment, point number 7. We're in the section on process and we're talking about alignment. So some of these things have kind of surfaced in some of the other video segments, but this is to focus more specifically, what does it mean to be aligned well? So when we are not reactive, we have a lot more opportunity to be structured and to be scheduled and to be disciplined and to allow ourselves to take advantage of a proactive approach because we're looking at the gaps and risks before we stumble into the potholes. By doing that, we can develop very specific plans that address those issues, and we bring all the functional parties into the conversation in a very organized way, as opposed to having the after the fact hallway conversations about firefighting and recovery. So when we have that group conversation in one place at one time, we are more concise, we're more organized, and we can engage on a regular basis because it's scheduled and it is planned in ahead. By doing that, we focus on the balanced scorecard, where we are addressing the action plans needed for each month, whatever it turns up as we make those changes. Going through time, we're reflecting on the performance management objectives, the overall enterprise objectives, and the end-to-end supply chain network. So what does this look like? Agreement, consensus, priorities, ownership, collaboration, actions, metrics, specific assignments, and then follow up on those things based on the deadlines that we need to implement those actions. So the balanced scorecard is focused on strategic objectives and what we know from the SWOT analysis. So we have customer, which is prioritization, service levels, opportunities, market share, product rationalization, product lifecycle management. And then under process, lots of different things there, especially focused on continuous improvement. And then in the innovation quadrant, we have people, culture, and change readiness, because change is inevitable. It's a question of how we want to manage that. And then the last one would be the financial piece. So profitability and cash flow, but then there's a lot of other specific metrics that might fall into that. So below that, just a few topics. So disruptions, risk management, update any profiles we might have, raw material supplies, commodity management. Maybe changing suppliers could be on the future roadmap. Capacity planning, internal and external labor, skill set cross-training, definitely new product introduction and product development. And then, of course, the general area of quality and supplier performance, supplier relationship management for the long term. Global factors, functional changes within the organization. Definitely look at technology and connectivity. And then, of course, trading partners. And at the end, all of this is going to be encapsulated under that all-important topic of communication. So alignment means we basically have to check the box here. We go through all of these topics in a monthly process where we are addressing the risks and the gaps. And I want to kind of leave you with the reminder about what we talked earlier, where we had a strategic delivery survey, and only 62% of the C-level staff were able to say, yes, our employees understand the strategic objectives and are able to implement them. So we want to raise the bar. We want to be more aligned from the top down. We want to remove that gap where the management level only said yes 17% of the time. So let me leave you with that today. The topic of alignment is an ongoing, ever-evolving kind of a situation, and we always need to manage and measure our progress in that realm. So hopefully that makes sense, and look for us coming up in the next section on process. We'll talk about product. Thank you for your time, and we'll see you soon.